Umintri rang ba kajala Konrad ke sangma ulaong baka kam jngohkai ha Meghalaya kan long ka bajam tang lada baro ki kinhun ki badan benta kini trilang da kabashania ka kinhun ha karukom ka bayar. Umintri rang ba ulaong yakani ha ka program Empowerment of Tourism Champions of Meghalaya ha ka jingalang ka balalong ha Orchid Lake yam ha ka Henry Utrik Jemang. Ula banjur baka kam jngohkai kam day tangga jing persyang jong ka sorkar lani ki riu shimen Henry ka don kam ya ka jinga trilang pat ba bar ka jing penroy pura na du jing tay kilar penyaso ka jing shngan bar ka jing sngo bha jong kinongwan shangkai. Usang ma ula pentip ru baka jing jingpynheh ya ka Shillong Airport kalaya shakman bat on la ban pendap hapo kumba khatsan benai kaba on playlat ikling sun ki ba he benwan Shillong. Ula ong bakani kan long ka jingkylla ka khraw ya ka kam jngohkai ha jala. Ha ka juk kapor umintri kam jngohkai Timothy di Shira. Ula ong baka kam jngohkai menta kala long ka way na ki benta ka kong santam ha ka yok ka kot ka jala. Ha ka ba ka jingwan kinong jngohkai kala janpoy siya ka khat pralak ngud house nam arja arpsan. Ula benrap ba palat shispa san potlik project kirang yan ha ka leng ka jala. Ban kintiyo ya kan kam bat ban wanra ikilat kamay hakish nong kitao.
Whether we're able to meet the expectations that they had while they decided to come to Meghalaya is really the most challenging and the most important part. And hence we would like to see that whenever a tourist comes to Meghalaya, they should ensure, or rather we should ensure, that they get the best experience of their lifetime. And when I say experience, and I can tell you as a person who also loves to travel, it's not always about the best hotels or the best food or the best place to stay. It's about the small things that we experience as an individual, as a tourist. Maybe just the smile on the face of the driver who's driving me. Or maybe somebody who'll just be kind when I go and I'm feeling some difficulty. Some simple, humble person helps me. These small things ultimately make the difference for a tourist, apart from, of course, infrastructure. So the human touch, the fact that we need to ensure that the experience of the tourist is something that he or she will remember for life. And I think when we go through this entire process of how we build tourism and look at all these micro things is really where the real challenge lies, and that is how we will differentiate the tourism in Meghalaya compared to any other part in the country and the world. So therefore, with this thought process in mind, I'm just sharing with you, how I have been thinking and how the department has been working, how the government has been working when it comes to tourism. As I said, a lot of people come and they look at just a narrow view. Just a narrow view, and they say, oh, what is this concert going to do for us? Why are we spending money on this concert? And we don't realize it's not about just that one concert. It's about building the brand of Shillong and brand of Meghalaya. And that event allows us to build that brand and create that space where people then start to look at Shillong and Meghalaya in a particular way. And that's the larger perspective. The people who come in, who end up spending the money, experiencing the music, at the same time experiencing the culture and the food of Meghalaya. One has to broaden the mind and understand the larger goal that we have in mind. A lot of negativity comes when we talk of even hotels that we are building up out here. You all know that the Taj Spa and Resorts is going to come up in this area, right where the Orchid is. But these also were looked at from a very, very narrow perspective, very sadly. And let me share with you, though it's a very simple thing to explain and talk about in media, but one doesn't realize the negative impact these comments make regarding the brand of Meghalaya which we're trying to build in the rest of the country and the world. People notice these kind of comments. People notice this kind of views. And it's not Conrad Sangma or government of Meghalaya who's affected by comments like these. It is all of you who are present out here, who are the stakeholders, who are the people who are ultimately benefiting from all the policies being created, the infrastructures coming out. It is you who is affected by such negativity and also such narrow comments. Yes, concerns are always there and concerns need to be addressed. And our government has never shied away from addressing those concerns. But the thought process and the outlook should be a positive one. The thought should be of how we move forward, not how we move backwards. The idea should be to be able to create opportunities for our people, not close opportunities for them. And hence it is very important for us as a government, as stakeholders and as a society to understand this larger goal and this larger vision that we have. And to remember that every single step we take adds towards the larger long-term journey and this long marathon that we have in front of us. These small steps, small events, small big projects, all of this helps us to be able to achieve the larger goal that we are trying to bring to our state, which is to ensure that the tourism sector thrives, to ensure that job opportunities and livelihood is created through the tourism sector. As you're all aware, in the last 8 years, massive change has taken place in the tourism sector alone. We expect many, many more things to happen in the future. And while the tourism sector grows, as you can see and hear from different participants, it's not big players alone. It's not the government alone, but it is individuals like you who ultimately benefit from the growth in tourism. When a large resort comes in here, it makes Meghalaya one of the premier destinations for tourists who want to come and visit Meghalaya. As one of our elders, Bakashandi, was mentioning, that we would like to see Meghalaya come on the global map. Well, this is how we create the global icon and the global map, is to ensure that global projects, iconic projects come up out here. And you'll be very, very happy to know that many, many projects have been implemented in the tourism sector. Many of them are being implemented as we speak. And in the next 2 to 3 years, there will be a massive transformation that is going to take place in the tourism sector, where we will see large, iconic projects, whether it's the Shillong ropeway, whether it is the Mokkodok, the skywalk that is coming up, whether it is the rain museum that's going to come up in Mosambram, whether it's the museum for living root bridges, whether it is our overall tourism center which is coming up in Sora or in Mandalbre or in Siju. In all of these projects, as you said, investments are being made to ensure that we're able to enhance the overall quality of experience for the tourist at large. And therefore, we are very hopeful that we will be able to create the right ecosystem for development of tourism in the days to come. And we're very hopeful that all of this will ensure also that we carry our people along with us and ensure that while the tourism sector grows, our people, our local boys and girls and our entrepreneurs should get the benefit of the different programs and schemes that we have.